Yo, what's up, people? The Fighting Kings here. Today we're dabbing on a new top five. This is top five, best characters that we want to play as, or like, really, what is this?
Top 5 zombies characters, as suggested by Mr. Boogeyman456 from a while ago. I kind of meant to do this a while ago, but it's here now. If we all enjoy, if you have another suggestion of a top 5 we should do, let us know in the comments. And yeah, so since Tyler told us his first one last time, I guess I will go first. Okay, so my number 5 spot, we got Monty.
Okay.
We got Dr. Monty. So I feel like he's a big part. Well, he is a big part in
Yeah.
the whole Black Ops 3 zombies storyline and how they get around, and the Gobblegums are a big part of the game, and we don't really know too much about him, which is what I kind of like, but I don't know. And just to point out one of my favorite quotes, I'll play it now. I am Duck for you, but yeah, that's one of my favorite quotes. Okay.
All right, kicking into my number 5 spot. We got Samantha. You know, the little kid who's pretty annoying.
I think there's 2 different ones. There's the one from.
This is Black Ops.
The first Black Ops. Okay.
This is pain in the ass, Samantha. You know, the little girl who keeps whining, and it's just really a bitch. Really. But you do technically get to play at her at the end of the Moon Easter egg. That is true.
Yeah. Alright.
But really, it's just, she sounds like a very fun character. I like her quotes from Moon and stuff. She's pretty funny. And yeah, that's my number 5.
Alright, well, going down to the number 4 spot. You guys don't see it right now, but I'm actually standing up because we're not playing, so I have to walk around and talk. For my number 4 spot, we've got Primus Richthofen. We have Primus Richthofen.
Alright.
He's like one of the more interesting characters to me. He's not my favorite, but he's one of the more intriguing and interesting characters because of where he goes and what he does, and his connection to Alcatraz and the blood vials and what he does. And if you guys didn't see the Zombies comic about when the last issue where the transit crew meets up with Richthofen and he keeps them safe, and
cryo chambers, yeah,
and maybe the transit crew will be coming back in the next Treyarch Call of Duty game, hopefully.
That'd be awesome.
Well, yeah.
You have no idea how much of their story really connects with everything else.
Yeah, it's really interesting, and Richthofen has a huge play in it, so that's why Richthofen comes in at number 4.
Alright, so my number 4 spot is, this is not a playable character. This is the Nikolai 1.0 and Go Rod.
Okay.
Now, you know, I already love Nikolai 1.0, man. He's my favorite drunk person ever.
I'm surprised you didn't put him, like, near the top.
I got other people. But he has to be one of the funniest people. He's always drunk. You know, he does get a little mean, but who cares, dude? He's a drunk Russian.
Come on, you gotta love drunk Russians.
But yeah, he's a really funny character. I love Nikolai 1.0 anyway, but the Go run really puts him up to the top. He says some funny quotes and stuff, but really he's just a really funny guy, and if he was real, I would really like to get to know him.
Okay. Alright, so for my number 3 spot, we have actually Ultimus Richthofen.
Okay.
So, Richthofen from World at War to Black Ops 1, and, like, he has some quotes in Black Ops 2. He's kind of more laid back.
Zombies.
He's a little more laid back. He's a little more spontaneous and a little more silly. Just kind of like Richthofen, which is why I like him better than Primus Richthofen, because Primus Richthofen is a little more serious.
Yeah.
And, like, Ultimus Richthofen is a little more, and, you know, that kind of crazy stuff. He's a little more kinky than Primus Richthofen, if you get what I'm trying to say. But, yeah. That's why I like him better than Primus Richthofen, so yeah.
Alright, so my number 3 spot is Finn from Mob of the Dead.
Ooh, Finn.
I like this guy. He's very serious. His player model is actually really cool. And he reminds me of an actor. I don't know why, but he reminds me of an actor.
Well, technically they are actors. The person who played them. Like, they are actors.
His player model looks like an actor.
Okay.
And he's just really a cool character, and I like his sense of toughness and stuff, and really that's why I put him at number 3.
Alright, so number 2, we've got Ultimus plus Primus Dempsey.
Okay.
Because I feel like they're kind of the same in a way, because they're the badass one.
And they always hate Richthofen.
They hate Richthofen. You know, they're always the one that, like, is in the middle of the gunfight, like, going guns blazing and stuff like that. You can expect him, like, killing everything in sight. Everything will die, and life will end.
Clean up an aisle 4. Repeat, Tank Dempsey, clean up an aisle 4.
But, yeah, Dempsey's one of my more favorite ones. That didn't make any sense. he's the one I like better because he's.
And remember, guys, these are going off opinions, not facts.
These are our opinions.
So my number 2 spot is the Shadow Man on Shadows of Evil.
You're about to say...
Shovels of Evil. Shadows of Evil. Not Revelations. Shadows of Evil.
You don't like him on Revelations?
Nah.
Okay.
This boss fight's too hard.
Okay. So why do you like the Shadow Man on Shadows?
He's well dressed. I have to say that. I like people who are like well dressed.
Okay.
And his backstory is pretty interesting. How he was friends with Dr. Monty, then the Dark Ether corrupted him, and now he's the leader of the Apothecant, which I think is a pretty cool twist, don't you think?
Yeah.
And some of his quotes, and why he really thinks that, why he's wondering, why are we still fighting? What's the point of all of this?
Yeah.
He's really the person who's letting it all out and asking all the big questions, really.
Yeah.
That's why I picked him for my number 2 spot.
Alright, so coming down to the number 1. And before I say the number 1, if you have your own top 5, let us know in the comments. Morty, let us know in the comments. You gotta go in the comments, Morty, and tell us your favorite zombies character. Yeah. So my number 1 is Ultimus Nikolai. It's Nikolai. Who saw that coming? I sure didn't.
Me, I did.
I bet you knew I was gonna choose Nikolai.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's like Tyler explained earlier, he's the drunk, crazy Russian who's talking about vodka, and I find it funny how he's had so many wives that he's killed with his PPSH, his friend, his PPSH.
Actually, a little story time thing. He never had all those wives.
Oh. Says who?
And he was getting drunk all the time. He imagined having a lot of wives.
Yeah, but it's a funny story.
I know, but you gotta look at Black Ops Amazing. Alright? You gotta watch his channel if you want to know about Nikolai.
Okay. But he's my favorite because he's crazy, he's got his PPSH, and he's got his vodka, and when he has both, nothing will survive. Nothing ever.
I want to stick my PP in vodka.
Okay, that's moving on. We're getting demonetized for that. Alright, your turn.
For my number 1 spot, we got the big man from Unburied. We got Leroy.
Leroy!
I love me Leroy. He's awesome.
He builds stuff. Thanks for being so helpful, Leroy.
When I'm back at Black Ops 2, I used to use him all the time for building stuff. I would never build anything. I would just give him candy, build it for me.
Well, yeah, who builds Unburied?
Seriously, just get Leroy to do it. But for my number 1 spot is, again, his story. He has one of the craziest stories linked to Horizon Track. My map. That's my map.
My map.
My map. Like, JC's got his Go Rod. I got the Horizon Rock. His story in Horizon Track, his story in Buried, mostly what he does and what he can do is really why I picked him for number 1.
Just because
he's helped me a lot in Buried.
Just because he's just helpful and you don't have to do anything Unburied. Because
That in the storyline, really.
Hashtag lazy
I'm
wallums.
very lazy and buried.
Hashtag lazy wallums.
In buried. I'm not lazy in other maps. I'm lazy and buried.
Hold on, I want to think of another map you could be lazy in. You could be lazy in Zetsubo.
Oh yeah.
Hold on, I want to think.
Buried
of
in
another
Zetsu.
one. I don't really know.
You know what I just realized? I've never done the Die Rise Easter egg.
Me neither. Fuck that.
Yeah, I don't like Die Rise at all. It's too confusing.
It's
And
also 4
it's just,
players because I don't know if another 2 people who have Black Ops do for PC. So that's a rip. Funny story. I don't know if we said this before the video ends. Me and Tyler, because before we didn't know that Transit Easter egg was 4 players. So we were doing the Transit Easter egg. We were trying to do the Transit Easter egg.
Got to the final step.
And then he realized, oh wait, it's 4 player.
Because I'm watching the tutorial, and it says, all right, get 2 people over here, 2 people over here. I'm like,
Oh.
oh, we just wasted like 15 minutes.
Yeah, like
Because it's not long.
It's not a long Easter egg, but like it kind of made me sad.
But thank you all for watching this video. I hope you guys subscribe. If you want to play with us on PS4 or PC, leave your gamer tag in the description in the comments down below, and tell us which is which. And just like the video, subscribe. We'll see you all later.